AvovA, a really disappointing loss. Did G2 really get going at all at this event?
To be honest, not really. Like, we came into the playoffs and we just watched the other teams playing for a week on the stage, and we came into the playoffs and it was all right, but it wasn't like what we expected. We feel like when we were playing the qualifiers and the playoffs for Iceland, it was like a lot different. We played a lot better at home than or at the boot camp in Berlin than here. So
why do you think that is?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I can't tell. We have to look through the games, talk with each other, because I don't know what is going on right now.
I want to talk about map 1 a little bit, because obviously you guys were 9-3 up at the half. Was it a case of the 9-3 curse? Was it defense diff? Was it a mental diff? What happened?
I'll say Forsaken really controlled the whole defender side with his op. We couldn't really figure out how to stop him getting a free pick every time. We were in a disadvantage most of the time. Whenever we had an advantage, we will just lose it somehow. That's a rough one. And especially the pistol, I think it was like 3v2, and one of them jumped through the smoke and killed a bomb, and we didn't have enough time, so they kind of snowballed the whole thing.
Did that map 1 loss sort of follow you into map 2 at all?
Not really, but maybe subconsciously, I don't know. I feel like we were kind of reset it on bind. Forsaken just popped off, and like if someone just hit just everything, you can't really do much about it in the end.
There's been lots of obviously like roster changes over the past few months. Is this the roster that's going to stick together? Do you still have faith in each other?
Yes, that's what we talked about with G2 at the management, and we want to stick together the whole year through. Especially now, we have a lot of points in the EMEA. If you do good in the next event, we are definitely going to be in champions.
So you've mentioned Forsaken, but was there anything else that PRX did that makes them so impressive as a team? Were there any other things that you noticed about them that make them strong?
They were just, all Vive are really skilled individually. I wouldn't say they have some insane stress or anything like that. They were just all really good individually. They did the right plays at the right time, and that's what I want them in the end.
Were you prepared for the Euro pick at all?
Yes, we saw them play Euro, but I think we haven't talked about them or with them, and they were like, oh, it worked in practice, but they lost to, I don't know who they lost to. They said that it worked in practice, but in the official they couldn't keep it going. And now they picked the same comp, and Forsaken popped off.
Yeah, I think it was the DRX game. What sort of challenges does that Yuri pick create, especially? Is there anything that it does that brings to the game?
Honestly, I don't think it did really much as an agent. Like, he didn't do any fake TPs or anything like that. I would say he just popped off individually. If he played Raze, Jet, Reyna, it wouldn't really matter. I think he just hit insane shots, and that's it in the end.
What have you learned from this event?
I don't know. I need to look it through. Like, right now, I feel kind of not sad, but empty. I don't know. I can't really explain the feeling right now.
Obviously, it's been kind of disappointing for EMEA and EU teams in general. Is that just down to external circumstances, or have we sort of see other teams and regions catch up a bit?
Smaller regions have improved a lot since all the other events, and it's kind of surprising, to be honest, but I don't know.
Wanted to talk a little bit about the walkout with Benkai. Was that pre-planned, or did he just sort of show up with a camera and you had to go along with it?
No, one of the, I don't know what it's called, like one of the stage managers, she came up to me and asked if it was okay, and I said, yeah, just improvise with the white thing. It was pretty fun. I'm
sure there are lots of disappointed G2 fans out there. Do you have any messages for them?
I will say thank you to the fans, like, for supporting us. I've been watching Twitter and everything like that. I say thanks so much for the support. I hope you're going to continue to support us, and see you next event.